Previously, Link returned to the surface of Hyrule and reunited with Purah at Lookout Landing to relay the situation of Zelda's disappearance. After taking Purah's suggestion to check out the Hyrule Castle gatehouse, he sees what appears to be Zelda turn into a ball of light and fly off into the sky. Uncertain exactly what to make of this situation, Purah recommends that Link investigate reports of strange phenomena occurring in the four corners of Hyrule, with hopes that he may find potential information regarding Zelda's current whereabouts along the way. With this new goal, Link sets out for the Hebra region to lend his aid to the Rito village in the northwestern corner of Hyrule. So hello everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of our no fast travel playthrough. We're gonna be dealing with cold. It's gonna get chilly up in here. But I'm hoping that we'll be able to get by without too much concern. I do have a couple of strategies in mind that don't require us to buy any heat resist or cold resistant armor. I'm thinking we might be able to get by with... I might cook a couple more dishes of the peppers just to make sure we have enough cold resistant food. How many peppers do we have, by the way? Oh, we have 44 peppers. Oh, that's plenty. Oh, that's plenty. I gotta get used to the controls again. I've been playing a game recently that has clicking in the left stick as the sprint button, so I gotta remember that's not how it works in this game. We'll just cook up a few dishes for cold resistance. Because this will definitely be very helpful as we proceed. Definitely want that. So let's go further up. I believe our story-related cutscene happens up here somewhere. I'm trying to remember where we start the whole chain of events for our first temple. Ah, right here. All right, Tulin, let's get introduced.
That's not fair at all.
You know I can handle it.
Checking out that huge cloud wouldn't be hard. I could even do it alone.
Oh, you headstrong child.
If we don't do anything, the village... Huh? Huh? Is that you?
Just got to Link with that blank expression on his face.
It is you! Link!
Oh, he's so happy to see us. You know, Tulin, I'm happy to see you too. I may not be able to get to use your ability very much, but gosh, it is going to be fun while we've got it. Hello, Bless. Thank you for the task, Meow. Much appreciated. Welcome on in. I was listening to the Deltarune Chapter 2 OST a lot the past couple days. Gosh, I can't wait till new chapters come out. I'm really looking forward to replaying those chapters again. Gosh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Man, going back to the Killer Queen is gonna be gonna be interesting. Gosh, I'm wondering if I should retcon any of my voices, because Queen is quite a unique case. Very, very interesting character. But we'll see. We'll get to that point. I might even experiment with characters like Spamton. I might consider actually throwing in some voice mod effects, since I actually have voice mod more figured out now. I might throw some filters in the mix just to really sell his glitchy spam email nature. That could be interesting to try out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It will be a lot of fun. You know, when I listen back to the soundtrack for Deltarune, it really hits me. I just realize how much I miss it. I just really want to keep going back and playing it, because the thing is, I've only technically played through chapter 2, like the normal route. I've only played through the one time, I think. Because what I did was I played through the first time, you know, on stream. I did the whole like normal route. Then I went back and did a follow-up stream where I did the Snowgrave route. Where's that lodge? Where was that? That was right down there. Mark that for later too. We'll need to head that way anyway to get the Skyview Tower, which I think will be very important to have. I'd like to attempt to ascend somewhere. Try to find a place to do it. One of these spots will let me up. There we go. Yeah, Deltarune was such an experience. I really strongly remember just how much of an impact Chapter 1 had on me. That was such an interesting beginning to a new adventure. I'm really curious to see where they take it from here. We got another shrine I can see in the distance. I should mark that. Yeah, I'll leave that pin right there. Gosh, I keep pressing left stick to sprint. That's not how this game works. Hello, friend. Yeah. Oh gosh, I just remembered. I miss Birdly too. Birdly was such a great... Yes, he was a comic relief in a way. I don't know. I don't know, Bless. Do you know what game I'd be sprinting in? Do you know? I'm curious if you do. I'd be surprised if you could guess. And the most minor characters played such big parts in the feel of the entire story. That's the thing. That's the thing, is like pretty much every character feels like they have some degree of importance in the whole like world and setting of the story, even if they're not part of, you know, the main required quote-unquote storyline. I need to stop pressing the left stick to sprint. I really need to stop. Alright, we're gonna hit up the lodge first. That Skyview Tower is gonna be a bit of a climb to get to. Well, actually, I'm gonna be gliding anyway. I should probably head in that direction anyway. What game you be sprinting in? So I've been sprinting in Jedi Fallen Order. I've been meaning to play it for a long time. I've had it in my library for quite a while. And I just finally recently got around to playing through the whole thing. And overall, it's a pretty decent game. I think I went into it with a bit loftier expectations than I've probably should have. But ultimately, I think it holds up pretty well as a Star Wars game. I'm not like hugely familiar with the entire like Star Wars world in terms of just general knowledge and understanding of different events and characters and things like that. But I do think it does a pretty good job of being an enjoyable Star Wars game. Having played Force Unleashed 1 and 2, I definitely feel like it has very solid combat. If you, I find it generally works out pretty well to kind of treat the combat. I think the inspirations that were drawn from for Fallen Order's design philosophies, I believe I remember reading that it was like Dark Souls and Metroid Prime, and I was like, hey, Metroid Prime inspiration? That sounds pretty cool to me. And I can definitely see where that comes in. I can definitely see the inspirations when it comes to like ability-based backtracking and world navigation. It definitely has a very Metroidvania structure to the world layout. And the combat is very Dark Souls in the way that individual enemies may not be super threatening on their own, but the group dynamics definitely shift the difficulty of combat quite a bit depending on what sort of squad compositions you're going up against. Because like a single stormtrooper on their own, not exactly the biggest threat, all things considered. But put a few of them together, suddenly they've got like a firing squad of stormtroopers. And then stack some melee troopers on top of that. And now you've got ranged and melee kind of putting pressure on all parts of the battlefront. Pun kind of intended. But yeah, I've just finished my first playthrough. I believe yesterday I finished it off. Either yesterday or I think it was today. Because I just finished getting the... I played on the easiest difficulty to start off just because I was interested in the story aspect of things and just getting a feel for the game. So I just played on story mode and got a 100% playthrough just to kind of experience everything. And I've started a second playthrough on the hardest difficulty to really give combat more meat on its bones. And boy, I'm having to reshape my combat to be less reliant on some of the sloppy maneuvers that I've gotten used to from playing on story mode difficulty. But honestly, early game hasn't been too bad, all things considered. The main thing I have to really worry about is once I get to the late game and they start throwing the really tough enemies. Because since I've played through the whole game once, I'm not getting caught off guard by a lot of the surprise ambushes that they've set up, which also feels very Dark Souls. To just have like, oh, there's an enemy standing out in the open. I'm gonna go take them out. And then having that enemy be like a distraction for another trooper that's hiding around the corner, waiting to just like pounce on you. And it's like, oh, this does take me back to my Dark Souls days. Yeah, overall, I think I enjoyed it quite well. I think it all comes together to be a pretty solid experience overall. I really have very, very little to say that is, I guess, really any sort of negative. But honestly, I think they did a really good job writing the dialogue for the stormtroopers. They feel appropriately comical in the way that they kind of approach combat, where it's they're not fully sure of themselves when a Jedi shows up to the battlefield. They'll just be standing around and it's just like, oh boy, I hope that Jedi doesn't show up. And then I walk in the room, and they're just like, oh boy, we're in trouble. And it was so consistent. It's like, oh no. These guys really don't stand a chance, do they? And it's like, I almost feel like happy for them whenever they actually manage to get a hit in and they're just like, I hit him. Keep going. We can actually do this. But it's like, I'm sorry, dude. I have to take you out. Otherwise, you're just going to shoot me in the back and nobody's going to be happy with that. Remind myself of what's up here. Anything? No, okay. This opens the gate. I remember that. Oh, nice. A spicy elixir, you know? Some more cold resistance. Perfect. I think it is really cool that... Like, I don't know where Fallen Order falls exactly in the Star Wars timeline, but I do think it's pretty interesting that it's... Like, I don't know how it ties in specifically with, how it ties in specifically with other story elements that are happening at the same time in other Star Wars media. But it is cool that it's happening right at the... Like, right at the turn of Order 66 happening. Like, to actually live through that experience is pretty wild. And it's definitely a very... It hits different when you actually kind of experience it firsthand. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. I got kind of distracted thinking about the execution of Order 66. Tends to happen. Trying to think how I want to do this. Now that I don't have my boxes with me. Oh yeah. Ascend would help here. yeah, there were definitely some moments during my time playing the game that were unintentionally humorous, and gosh, I appreciate the game so much for it having ragdoll physics, because every once in a while, the those ragdoll physics would definitely provide some expectably unintended humor. Just see like the little rat enemies start like occasionally there would be one that would just start flying off into the sky, come back down to the ground a few seconds later, just like nothing happened. And I was like, hey buddy, welcome back from your trip to space. How was it? There's little fun stuff like that. You know what? The story was effective enough that it did get me to tear up a little by the end. So if a story can manage to do that for me, then I gotta give it props. Because not every story can evoke that kind of emotion. But gosh, everything leading up through like through the final act of the game it flowed very well. And I will say also that undoubtedly like the most fun that I had when playing through for the first time was when I went and when I finally had all of my force powers leading up to the first visit to Dathomir. Gosh, playing through Dathomir was so much fun. Because having like the double jump and the wall run and all those abilities, and then going to Dathomir and really just getting to kind of plow through everything, that was a lot of fun. Up until that point, I did feel like I was kind of fighting against the world a lot in terms of just generally navigating and getting around from point A to point B. In the way that most Metroidvanias kind of feel that way, so definitely not a negative in my book. But getting to Dathomir and being able to just play through and explore everything as I went through without having to be like, oh, am I gonna have to backtrack for this? Like, I don't think I have what I need to get through here yet. Being able to just go through and grab things as I went was a lot of fun. That was probably the highlight of my first playthrough, besides the gravitas of the final act. So overall, I definitely enjoyed the game, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the Grandmaster difficulty kind of treats me as I get through to the end game. So I think so far I've gotten up to... So far I've gotten up to my second visit to Zepho. I've gotten the Force Push, but I'm still... I think the next thing I need to unlock is the Force Pull. That'll be the next ability that I unlock. I did go... One thing I also think is kind of cool about the way that Fallen Order handles certain things is that apparently there are a couple of different ways to acquire the double lightsaber. One of them is just going through the story at the normal pace and getting it in the usual spot. But there are a couple of alternative spots. I am very much dead. I was not paying attention to, like, actually dealing with the enemies. Trying to run through snow, which is not exactly the smartest idea. Yeah, my first time getting the dual blades was... I can't remember if it was force push or pull that gave me access to the shop on Bogano, the first planet that you visit. You, sir, you need to stop all of your shenanigans right now. You're the one giving me trouble. Let's see. 4 versus 5. I'll stick with this. Thank you. You, sir, need to back up. Back up, please. Somehow I don't think they would take a spicy elixir. This guy's still frozen. Take the opportunity to hit him there. I can't seem to get these headshots on him. Let's do a little bit of bullet time. That'll help. Very much so. One of the benefits of fighting on a hill. Alright. First bow is broken. Excuse me, sir. How about you stop that? Thank you. I'll take that. Feathered edge. Do I want to trade anything out for that? I think... No. It's one of those decayed weapons, so I'm not really super interested. Not going to worry about the wooden stick either. I think I'm going to, well, I'm tempted to eat one of my apples just to make sure I have one-shot protection. Yeah, I'll just eat it. That way I can't just get outright killed in one hit by something strong, because I believe, if I remember correctly, there is one-shot protection. If you're at maximum hearts, even if something does more damage than my maximum health, I will still survive with a quarter heart. I don't know for certain if that's still the case in Tears of the Kingdom, but I know that was something in Breath of the Wild. And I think that protection was removed in the professional mode, whatever that was called, like the master mode. Now how do you get food? Let's find out. Chill shrooms, cold water. Do I have 10 chill shrooms? Sure. Okay, that works. I'll take 50 rupees. Cool. Gathering paid off. Quite literally. I see a raft on the other side, but I can't reach it from here with my magic hand. I can't go in the water because unbearable cold. The idea here is to use ice fruit or equivalent things to create these ice platforms to work our way across. Link, you want to get out of the water? You want to get unstuck from under the ice flow? Sir? I gotta get used to this platforming. He is a little laggy on his jump. Gosh, I've been out of practice with this platforming. I've really built up a lot of muscle memory from Fallen Order, huh? I want to left stick the sprint. That's not how it works in this game. I am fighting so much muscle memory right now. It is quite difficult. Let me try this again. How about this time I don't die to my own hubris? We'll line up the jump. We'll take the jump more carefully. I'm going to leapfrog these platforms so that I don't have to make more of them. Link, please. Please sprint and jump, thank you. Okay, we're across. This is fine. A lot of mushrooms here, so I will definitely take these. These chill shrooms will probably come in very handy when we need to go to the... Maybe a little bit of use in the Elden region, but probably more so in the Gerudo region. I also would like to try to grab these sticky lizards whenever I see them. They could definitely come in handy. Break these mineral deposits. Ooh, topaz, nice. Fancy. Alright, I think that's it for this cave. Other than, you know, if there's probably a bubble frog in here somewhere. I think it's up here, right? Hey, buddy, how's it going? I'm just gonna bullet time real quick. Boink. You good? You're not done yet. Okay. In that case... There we go. The jump button was better in this one than the first game. Gosh, it's been so long since I played Breath of the Wild, I can't even remember. Yeah, I just have to get used to the way the inputs are handled. The timing is a little different than when I was playing Fallen Order. But also, hello, Jay. Welcome on in. Oh, this is a problem. Can I make it to the shore before I die? Barely. Barely. And this is why I have simmered fruit. Cutting it close, but it's okay. Give me those lizards. Give me them lizards. Yeah, accidental polar plunge. Just a little bit too close for comfort. But we made it. Let's see. I need to be looking for a bonfire. Let me double check my adventure log. South Summit Cave. Yeah, so somewhere over this way. Yeah, over here. I went the side quest way. I think it'll pay off in the long run, though. We got a bunch of chill shrooms, which will definitely be handy whenever we need to go to heated regions. Anything that isn't just, you know, straight up like fire zones like in the Elden region. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Not a concern for the current moment. Just make our way through this cave here. Past all the thorns. First stop, I want to make sure I have an idea of what's down here. Some more mineral deposits. Definitely won't say no to more supplies, that's for sure. I'll definitely always take more flint. Flint is very nice to have. Being able to start up campfires wherever I go is definitely something I want to highly prioritize. Because that combined with the Hylian pine cones is essentially going to be our Rivali's Gale for this game. Let's see, I think there's probably Bubble Frog up there, but I'm not too worried about grabbing those guys. Oh boy. Our ceiling dweller friends have arrived. We'll see how this goes. These guys could be a bit of a pain sometimes. But we'll get our first luminous stones, hopefully. Hopefully we get something off of these. There we go, there's a couple. Hey buddy, I see you peeking around that corner like a little imp. Hey buddy, how's it going? How about you stay over there? All right, here we go. Yeah, you want to throw some rocks at me? You want to throw some rocks at me? Bonk. You want to do it again? Yeah, try it again. Bonk. Alright, my fused material broke on this. So that weapon that he dropped, I want to use that onto here. Slap that on there. Oh, we got a sticky lizard in the process. That works just fine for me. I don't know if we'll ever get the chance to use those to upgrade the anti-slip frog armor. You know, never hurts to have the supplies available if I ever do get the chance. Now, I know what they expect from me here. They want me to use flint, and where are the pine cones? They want me to use these. I'll just move the pine cone off to the side so I don't accidentally break it. They want me to use this to give myself a nice updraft and get up to this ledge here. It's definitely a lot easier than climbing. I do see this alternate path over here. We'll check this out for a moment. That's where the bubble frog is, okay. You know what? I think it's worth a fire fruit to get in here. Fire fruit is very, very nice to have. Hopefully that sets enough stuff on fire. I could also help it along with a little bit of torch action. So that I can also set things on fire manually. There we go. Very helpful. I think that's one thing I'm going to need to remember is to make good use of the torch. I was already thinking about potentially using the torch as an extra source of cold protection for the climb up the mountain here. May not come into relevancy until we're closer to the summit, particularly up toward the Wind Temple climb proper. But I figure it's probably good to have on hand. Got ourselves another ruby. I have a couple different options we could go for with the gemstones. We can either use those for elemental weapons, or we could sell them for a pretty decent amount. More if we can get to the Elden region and speak with the gem trader there. Because they like to buy gems for a little bit more, but they're only looking for specific gems in bulk at different times. So it's a bit more conditional than being able to just sell whatever whenever, like we can with many of the shopkeepers. But it pays out better for the amount of materials that we sell. So if we get lucky enough, we could get a pretty decent windfall. But we definitely have to be prepared with quantity to really capitalize on that opportunity. Hey, buddy. Let's get this sign dealt with. Excuse me? There we go. Just do that. That should be enough, right? Oh yeah, easy. Easy peasy. I love how all those items worked in this game. There's so many parts I ignored in Breath of the Wild, and this game remedied that by allowing them to be equip items. Right, yeah, because, like, not only just being able to throw things manually from the menu, but also being able to attach them, like, to the weapons, the shields, and arrows. It just gives the materials a lot more versatility, which definitely has improved my usage of them as well. And even still, I probably don't use as much of the materials. Like, I don't make nearly as much use out of all of these different things as there probably are good uses for. But that's part of why I wanted to do no fast travel, no sage spirits. Because goodness knows, I definitely overused the sage spirits during my own personal playthrough of this game. Like, I was definitely very much guilty of just basically only using Yunobo's rollout to do all of the mining of, like, mineral deposits and such. I wanted to impose that limitation on myself so I wouldn't get into that same habit this time through. Hey Tulin, how's it going? It's a fun little tree you got here. I'm just gonna climb it real quick. Don't mind me, I just see something shiny at the top. Yeah, also gives a reason to defeat enemies, because fusion materials can sometimes be really handy to just buff the attack power of a weapon. And I think it really keeps the combat flow more engaging. It's not just picking up the weapons, it's also when you defeat an enemy, they give you, the fact that they give you parts to make what weapons you have stronger, and in some cases give it a new effect. really helps to keep the combat more like intrinsically. It gives it more self-contained reward and doesn't make it as much of like a thing that you have to avoid so that you can save your good weapons for, enemies that are more worth the time to actually defeat. So I know that was something that happened a lot for me with Breath of the Wild, is I just avoided pretty much every overworld enemy and saved my weapons for bosses because I never really needed any of the stuff that standard overworld enemies would give me badly enough for me to sacrifice the, say, like the royal claymores that I got from Hyrule Castle or something like that. Alrighty, let's go. So, while Tulin is physically here with us, we will be allowed to use his gliding power. Once we're done with the Wind Temple, and Tulin is no longer physically with us throughout the world, and they would just only be accessible to us in their spirit form, we will not be able to use Tulin's Gust ability or have them out for combat assistance. There's more enemies. Bogies inbound. All right, let's go. All right, let's deal with this boy first, since he seems to be rather interested in what I've got going on. Let's set him on fire. Let's do a little bit of that. Okay, arrows are not really the flavor of the day. Oh, hey, set on fire again. Whoops, died to they died to a sconce. Tragic. Imagine dying to a sconce. Yeah, on that same token of defeating an enemy is pointless in some games, I was playing, I was telling Bless about this earlier too, but I was playing Jedi Fallen Order. Finally got around to playing it. I did enjoy it pretty well. Gosh, everything leading up through that final act was really fun to experience, and what a final sequence of events, gotta say. The ending was pretty cool to experience. But now that I'm playing through I started a second playthrough on the Grandmaster difficulty. I definitely have had a couple of points so far. One specifically where I did like a Dark Souls loot run type of thing, where it's like these enemies are definitely too strong for me to just tackle head on. So I'm just gonna run past all of them and get to the place I need to go to get the thing. So I was saying earlier that there's multiple ways to get the dual blades, which are really, really handy for deflecting laser bolts, because it can deflect multiple in a row just by holding the block button instead of having to individually parry each bolt. But the earliest way to get it is to immediately go to what is essentially supposed to be like almost... It's basically supposed to be one of the last planets you go to, Dathomir. As soon as you get the chance to go there, you can go there and progress as far as you can with without having the double jump to get further into the level. You can get the dual blades that early. It's just that Dathomir's enemies are very strong because they're meant to be like pretty much end game enemies. So I just ran past them and got the dual blades that way. And boy, those dual blades come in handy. But doing those runs was kind of scary. And try it on Grandmaster, that sounds painful. Glutton for punishment. Surprisingly, it hasn't been too bad so far, but I am pretty early in the game. So I will say there's still definitely a lot of room for things to get much harder, because I am only basically at the second planet out of, what is it, technically 5 planets? There's like 5 planets and then the final area, if I remember correctly. So there's a lot of room for the game to get much, much meaner. And I know that some of the endgame portions where there's just a lot of enemies all put together in one enclosed space are going to be really tough. But as far as what we've got starting off, it's not too bad. I figured it would give me more of a reason to... It would give me more of a reason to, I don't know if I really want to drop anything. I guess I could do Strong Zone. I need to drop something, though. And I don't want things falling off of here. I think it's stable enough. Let's drop the Sturdy Wooden Stick. Just temporarily. Yeah, I wanted to experience the combat in a more realized sense. Because my first time playing through, I played through on story mode just to kind of experience the game. And boy, story mode lets me get away with a lot of sloppy gameplay. Like it's almost disgustingly easy on story mode. I think I used stim packs maybe once or twice on my entire playthrough on story mode. So I wanted to amp up the difficulty. So I guess for me that meant going from the easiest to the hardest difficulty, just to really 0 to 100, I suppose. The only reason I went as high as Grandmaster was because from what I've been reading about other people's experience with the difficulty settings, some people were saying that it still was a little too easy for them with Grandmaster, so it's like, you know, I've played through a couple of Dark Souls games and beaten them. I can probably handle Grandmaster difficulty. Early game has definitely punished me for a few moments of hubris built up from playing through on the story mode difficulty. But overall, it has not been insurmountable as of yet. Gosh, I miss being able to use Tulin's ability and actually have him say things in the interim. That's the one thing that's kind of a bummer about the spirits, the spirit forms of the sages, is that they just use their ability with no character input. Since they're in the spirit form, they don't have voice lines. So it's nice being able to play through and actually hear Tulin be like, "Let's go!" And that kind of stuff. "Hey buddy, how's it going?" What was that shot? Hang on, I'm saving that clip. I need to look at that later. Excuse me, that shot went straight through his head. How about you get a bonk on the noggin, buddy? How about you get another bonk on the noggin? How about you get another bonk on the noggin? Have fun rolling down the hill. Good, now that they're out of the way. Let's climb up. This is another reason I like to get a bunch of stamina upgrades early. It just makes traversal so much easier. I can just like I can just spam the wall jumps. Usually do max, but due to my lack of time to play, I've strayed away from the heavy grind. Yeah, I definitely get it. That's part of why I've played through the first time on story mode. Because it's like, I want to experience the game and the story and all that. But I don't want to get absolutely brick-walled by difficulty. If it turns out that it, like, really slows down the pace of experiencing the story. And, you know, I already got enough of that pacing problem just from my own completionist mentality. Being like, oh, I gotta get all the stuff. But there's only so many things that you can get on a first or a second visit to certain places. And then I have to kind of track down like which little nook or cranny of the world I haven't actually explored to find the one missing thing. Tulin, you're great. I appreciate you. You're a wonderful companion. I'm gonna miss having you around, because as soon as we're done with the Wind Temple, that's it. There it goes. I figured now that I've played through, it seems like a game that I would enjoy well enough on a harder difficulty that I'm giving it a try. It also gives me an excuse to use the... It gives me an excuse to use the specific cosmetic options that only exist on New Journey Plus. Namely, the whole Cal Inquisitor set. You know what? I'm gonna bail on this climb attempt and try that again. I mean, I hate to say it to Tulin, but like that's just the reality of the situation. Sorry, man, my hands are tied. I would love to have you with me for the entire rest of the game. But as it stands, I'm just gonna say that Link's connection to the spiritual powers is more limited in this timeline, and that's why he can't have the spirit forms of the sages follow him around. That's the excuse I'm going with. Also, we have another blood moon already. It feels like that. It feels like that's happening quite frequently. I don't know if that's just my perception of it, though. When the glow of the blood-stained moon shines upon the land. Zelda, what the heck is a lond? You can't just expect me to know what a lond is. I'm just gonna go straight through. Lovely Zelda voice. #1 in my book of Hari. Appreciated. It's certainly a lot better. It's a lot more pleasant. What, Tulin? Please, I'm in the middle of a sentence. I was gonna say, at least the Zelda voice is a little more pleasant on the ears in terms of my repertoire than the Deltarune Chapter 2 Queen voice. Truly, Truly an inspired choice. I know I keep ragging on, like, the voice that I chose for the queen, but I do it lovingly. Because, gosh, it's not exactly the nicest thing to listen to all the time forever, but I think it really adds to the comedy of the voice lines. Tulin, stop yelling at me, please. It's a boat! Tulin's like, it's a boat! Never seen a boat before. Is this what a boat looks like? Crazy, man. Look at the sky. There's so many boats. Look at all those boats, man. Queen is top tier. Queen has their own dedicated book of Hari. Bless, are you compiling the Hari lore? You've got like the Library of Alexandria. Just for all of the different character voices I do for Deltarune. Someone's gotta do it. Well, at least we're both on the same page now. We both have an understanding. It's time to do some boat hopping. Is that pin in the right place? I can't always tell. I think that's where the shrine is. We'll mark that for later. Now, I believe this shrine is the last little checkpoint before we start needing a second layer of cold protection. So from here on out, I think I'm going to need to be going a little faster while utilizing the cold-resistant dishes that I've cooked up to this point. Downward force. Okay. Bonk. At least I get the arrow back. Even if I have to take a hit to my bow's durability, at least I get the arrow. Hey, buddy, how about you go that way and keep going that way. Keep going that way until you fall off, and I don't have to worry about you anymore. Wonderful. Wahoo! We gotta make this Mario Day related somehow, so how about we do some yippee? Wahoo! Hey! Ooh, I forgot there's a ceiling there. Hang on a moment. Oh, bonk my head. Can I shoot through the bars? Boink? Cool. It's Hario. It's me, Hario. Wahoo! I want my arrow back. Can I have that, please? I want my arrow. Oh, give me the arrow. Give me the arrow. I want my arrow back. I want that. I just need to glide a little sooner so I cancel my downward momentum. Adds Mario voice to the ledgers of our the ledger. Man, I was not out here expecting to have whole ledgers about me. But this is the world we live in. And this is the hand we're given. He meant legends. Either way it works. Either way. Oh boy. See, we have fun here. Yeah, give me some boost. Also, yes, hello Toon, welcome on in, and no, Bless is not about to be destroyed by fire. All I am implying is that they are a compendium of knowledge. Possibly the most comprehensive that exists regarding anything that I'm doing here. I see that construct over there. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, I think maybe at some point in the future, maybe I'll try going back and maybe going through the temples without using any of these partner abilities as like an extra like post-game challenge. Like just come back to these and do them without using the partner abilities. But for the time being, I think not having fast travel and not being able to use their abilities after the temples is already going to be enough for me to kind of sink my teeth into. We'll see how that goes.
Strong wind.
I'm also starting to think that it's the second shrine. It's the shrine at the halfway point up to the temple. That's where the super cold weather starts to set in. Because we're still not in it yet. Oh, it's just too far out of reach. Well, I know how to solve that problem. Excuse me, Tulin. Excuse me, Tulin. Tulin? Sir? I need to move this box. I need to stop clicking the left stick. It's not sprinting. That's not how you sprint in this game. Let's see here. I think I know where I need to go. And it's not skydiving. Believe it or not, skydiving is not the solution here. At least not the way I'm playing it. I just gotta stack up a little tower here. So that should get me close enough to ascend through here. Leave it to me. Oh, Tulin, I'm gonna miss you so much. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I'm really trying to make sure that I'm actually saying, like, I am gonna miss him, not just for his ability, but actually as a companion. That actually is like, I kind of forgot how much I enjoyed having a character that actually, you know, has vocal interactions alongside me here. Ooh, 15. Let's see. I think this... I don't know. I think I'll get rid of the stone axe. I'm not going to be chopping down trees anytime soon. We have this here. What if I just send to leave? How's it look up here? Oh. Hey there, pal. Let's maybe go a little further back. I want to make sure he doesn't get his hands on this emitter. If I can help it. No. You stop that right now. Go away. There we go. See? Problem solved. Just knock them off the edge. Interestingly enough, similar kind of thing what I did in Jedi Fallen Order. Did a lot of that there too. Got an enemy causing the problem. Got a very convenient cliff edge nearby. There's a very clear and obvious solution at hand. Boing. Let that get out of the way. See, the first time I came through here, I totally just used a bomb flower on that rubble that was blocking the way. As it turns out, you don't even need to do that. You just get gravity and momentum and a very large stone cube to do the work for me. No resources required. Whee! I just gotta keep an eye on these Erokudas. We're up to here, which is pretty good. Are we close to the second shrine? I can't remember. I think there's one coming up soon, right? Way further up there. I think it might be right there, right before we do the whole big boat-to-boat climb into the Eye of the Storm. Alright. They're all sufficiently distracted by each other. That works perfectly fine for me. I'm just gonna let them do their business. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, here we go. That's a very threatening club you have there. How about you don't? How about you don't? Alright, are we still being followed? Just by Tulin, and that is okay. What are you doing, Tulin? They're not a problem anymore. Don't even worry about it. Are you? Yeah, okay, you're good. Tulin, where you going, buddy? Where is this man coming from? He is teleporting all over the place. Alright. Time to use you for your combat distraction capabilities. Not only is Tulin good for traversal, he's also great at telling enemies to just take a nap for a moment. Take a little bit of a lie down. Tulin! Tulin, no! Tulin! The man plummeted. Oh, hey, there he is. He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's got wings. He can fly. He just sunk like a rock. He just went straight down. Straight down. Clear out of sight. Oh, man. Oh. Well, they're having a fun time over there. Just blowing themselves up with bombs. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I hope they keep doing that and not paying attention to me in any regard. He's throwing rocks at me? Tulin, where you go? Where you going, buddy? Tulin, he's trying his hardest. You know, I can't really blame him for that. Alright, now that we have a moment of peace and quiet, how about we actually set up here? Oh, Jodo Jutsu, welcome on in. Thank you for the six person raid. How are y'all doing tonight? Yeah, it is always the birds that, like, it's always the birds that somehow know how to fall to the ground the fastest. I am assuming this is a flame emitter. Yeah, that works. That works just fine. And now we're here. I love that sequence of messages. The ninjas have arrived. Donald Duck. Thank you for blessing me with this wonderful moment. Hello, Jodo Jutsu. Welcome, welcome on in. How was your stream? Give me a moment here. Give me a moment here. Tulin has been quite the it's been quite the experience. We saw him plummet to the earth not once but twice up here. Birdly? Oh no. Oh no, not Birdly, don't remind me. It's even worse that we're in an ice area right now. But yes, hello everyone. Let me see if this command works properly, because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but hello. Perfect. It do work. Other than a little bit of formatting, but that works. That works. But a fellow Tears of the Kingdom stream, that's definitely very, very appropriately relevant. What were y'all up to in there? In your Hyrule adventures? But hello, Britta Neko and Steffulin Crafts? Donald Duck's best line might be a good spot to find some ingredients. Oh, unbearable cold. Oh boy. We're finally getting to that part of the climb, huh? Wait, did I go back below the threshold? Oh, there's the other shrine. I have not gotten up to Kingdom Hearts 3, I will say. I've only played the first one, and it definitely provided some challenge for me. Still haven't gotten around to the other two numbered games in the series. Maybe someday. Yeah, we're at unbearable cold now, unfortunately. Since we're about to go into a shrine, I'm just gonna use one of these pretty cheap ones. Yeah, the wind's pretty cold up here. You don't have to tell me twice, Tulin. I already know. My body is the one that's freezing. I already know it's cold. You don't need to tell me. I don't need you to tell me it's cold. I know it's cold. Tulin nosediving for no reason seems about right. Yeah. I'm appreciating his presence while I can. Because once we're done with the temple, we're not having him around in the spirit form. So this is the only time we're gonna see Tulin unless we actively come back to the Rito village to visit him in person. Yeah, with Kingdom Hearts, I definitely had the quintessential Donald is not the best at being a healer kind of moments. he was trying his best. He was trying his hardest, and just sometimes it wasn't quite good enough. Sad to say. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts was definitely a tough experience. I don't remember like difficulty wise what I kind of ended up going with. I'd have to look back at, like, my archive to see what choices I made with it, because it's been a while since I played. But yeah, there were definitely a couple of sticking points for me. I think at one point I did get lost and ended up accidentally fighting what I guess was like an optional boss, or at least attempting to fight them. It's the one out in it's, I think, I'm trying to remember. It was the one out in the middle of the desert in Agrabah, right? And that boss is an absolute beast. I was not, like, I was able to get to second phase, but second phase would just eat me alive. It was not going well, so I'm very glad that I eventually figured out the actual way I needed to go. But yeah, gosh, I can't even imagine trying to do like a level 1 playthrough with just not gaining any XP at all. That game was hard enough as it was. Glad you agree, Tulin. Thank you for your input. But overall, it was a pretty interesting experience to have, like, all the different crossovers with the different worlds. I think that's a pretty interesting experience. So bizarre to just see Mickey show up out of nowhere and just be like the super important figure to the plot in like a really serious way. I haven't even played 2 or 3, but I imagine it's a similar kind of thing where it's like Mickey shows up and it's like this, it's like in a super important moment. But at some point I may revisit the Kingdom Hearts series and continue forward beyond just playing the first game. But I definitely would have to steel myself for it. If Kingdom Hearts 1 was anything to go off of in terms of difficulty, playing 2 and 3 have definitely been an intimidating concept. Let's just land first. Let's just get on ground level. Get ourselves established here. We are here at the Wind Temple. And there is definitely Zelda. Hello. Tried playing the remastered version of Chain of Memories, but immediately rage quit during level 2. I'm trying to think. There's like a few different non-mainline series, non-numbered games. I'm trying to remember, because like a bunch of the different Kingdom Hearts games have like just like totally different mechanics to them. They're just very different play styles. I can't remember off the top of my head which ones are which. I know one of them is like trading card based. It's like a card based combat system. Is that Chain of Memories? Plays like a card game where when battling enemies, but it's super stressful. Yeah, it seemed it seemed like pretty difficult to balance. Like, as if being in a physical combat situation wasn't already a lot to deal with in the Kingdom Hearts formula. Having to also micromanage, like, a card deck seems like a lot to kind of keep in mind in a moment-to-moment fashion. But I also don't know, like, how important it would be for me to play the non-numbered games to really understand the story. Because looking through like lists that people have put together of like, okay, here's the like intended order to play Kingdom Hearts games to understand the story and what's going on. The fact that I need to look up a list like that just to put myself on the right track is already, you know, to some degree intimidating. But at the same time, I kind of wonder, like, how critically important is that to my understanding of the story? Because I might just stick with the mainline, like, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and not worry too much about getting into some of the weirder territory, like Chain of Memories, if it's not super critical. Gotta dip. Good stuff. Have a great rest of your stream. All right. Hope you have a good rest of your night, day, wherever you happen to be in the world. But thank you for dropping in with the raid. Appreciate it, and good hanging out. Getting to meet some of your peeps. And also thank you, Steffi and Jodo Jutsu, for the follows. Much appreciated. Even after playing and looking up most of the games, I still don't fully understand the story. That also kind of tracks with what I've been reading, or what I had read back when I was doing my initial research before playing the first game. But gosh, it was an interesting experience. I just don't feel like I really fully understood the combat, I guess. I never felt like I really was fully proficient and understood how best to handle combat scenarios, and I think that really made the game a lot tougher. Oink. Hey, Tulin, give me the assist. Nice shot, Tulin. Nice shot. There he goes. I forgot that's what happens. I forgot that's what happens when you trip the lasers. Can I crouch under this? Can I crouch under this? Just barely. But yes. I forgot that's what happens. That worked out really well. Thanks for the boost, Tulin. That really finished off the problem quick and easy. Kind of wish I had grabbed the bow that they dropped, but it's not a big deal. We've got more. We've got more where that came from. Oh boy. I do love sending enemies off the edge. That really does simplify the combat quite a bit. Yeah, I think that was one of my main difficulties with Kingdom Hearts, was just not really fully understanding how to be most effective in combat. That made handling most of the standard enemies just probably a little tougher than it really needed to be. Can I get up here? Thank you. Okay, I just barely made that. I'm just going to stick this here, and I'm just going to put that there. We open up the door so we can get in here a little easier. And this guy's got a ruby. What if... What if I sneak? I don't think I'm gonna be sneaky enough. Run for it? Grab the ruby before they can? Yes. Nice, I stole his ruby. What are you gonna do without the ruby? What are you gonna do without your ruby? What are you gonna do without that, buddy? Oh, you missed. Free arrow. That arrow belongs to me now. Oh, I think Tulin just face tanked that one. Stop him. Don't let him fuse. Don't let him fuse with things. Ooh, nice shots, Tulin. Explosive barrel. Oh, that was effective. And we got another bow. Replace the one that broke before. Nice. Stone shard guster. I'm gonna get rid of the rock hammer for that, I think. Yeah, I think that'll do all right. Let's go up. Yeah, I just had a realization. How much heat resistant or cold resistant food do we have right now? Oh, pretty good amount. But I have also realized that we're kind of on a bit of a timer. Just being up in the temple in general is super cold. Here, give me a moment. I think I need to fuse this onto this turbine here so that when I use Tulin's wind, it catches the wind better and spins. Yeah, there we go. Hello? Oh, hi. You think of what I'm thinking, Tulin? Oh yeah, he's thinking what I'm thinking. Hey, Tulin. Come here. Oh. Hey! Stop combat right now and look at this thing. Oh, bad time, Tulin. Now is not the time to be doing that. I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna eat this. I am going to die? Yeah, hang in there. Easy to say when you're not the one that takes heart damage. Tulin, we had a plan. We had a plan. Tulin, we had a plan. That probably would have gone a little bit better if I hadn't immediately gotten interrupted by Tulin saying, hey, look at this thing. It's probably important to the puzzle. It's like, puzzle can wait. We're in a battle right now. Oh. Oh? Okay. I guess that works. Alright. I guess the enemy is gone now.
Hey, Link. This thing opened one of the locks.
Yeah, it did. Thanks for that, Tulin. Hey, we still have our food, so you know what? This was a net plus. I think we can count this as a win. Why did Tulin interrupt in the middle of combat of all times? Quite possibly one of the least beneficial times for him to do that. Okay, I need to get in here. Can I just break this? Yes, okay. That works fine for me then. Trying to remember if What is the gimmick here? Oh, the gimmick is that the chest is... Nice shot, Tulin. The gimmick is that the chest is also ultra handable. And eating all that was the right time in the middle of battle. Clearly not thinking in terms of Skyrim logic, where you just devour entire wheels of cheese in the middle of like a Draugr crypt. Because here's the thing, my interruption of combat to, you know, heal myself is actively beneficial, whereas Tulin telling me about the puzzle and freezing me in the middle of combat in a way that's going to cause me to take damage, I think the end results, I think the ends definitely change the context. Alright, let's use some recall on this. Spin the wheel back the other way. Hello, friend. You've just got melee. You just got melee combat. Where is Tulin right now? Hey, Tulin? There you are. Nice shot, buddy. Knock him over. Knock him over. Beat him up. He stands no chance against us. Alright, let's see. Can I use this? I'd devour a wheel of cheese right about now. I can't relate because I just had a bunch of pizza for dinner. So I've already done my devouring for a good while. I am pretty full. I do not need any more food in me right now. Now I believe the idea is we take one of these. And just use it to complete the cycle. Yep. Works like a charm. That's two. So you can blame Tulin for your misfortunes. Can't say I'm necessarily blaming him, but at the same time, you can't deny that there's a certain correlation between the timing of things that definitely does not paint the situation in his favor. That's all I have to say about that. Like, you've already heard, like, I want him to be my companion for the whole rest of the game. I definitely don't want to be going out of my way to make him out to be like an enemy or anything. But the timing was very unfortunate. Do we have any fire down here? No, we don't. What is exploding outside? I saw like a screen shake. Something happened out there. We're gonna run out of cold resistance soon. Let me get my torch out here. Oh yeah, my weapon's about to break too. Okay, get that done. Now I need something to open this with. Let's use... Well, since the Traveler Spear Sword is about to break anyway, I'll just use this as a handle for the lever. The very elegant solution that it is. I have to write an entire chapter dedicated to bird discrimination? Excuse me? I have nothing against birds. What are you talking about? I was singing Birdley's praises as a character earlier. I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna drop this shield. Birdley's a great character. Tulin's a great character. I don't know why why you think I have something against birds. Okay, I have to remember, if it's in written form, is it slander or libel? Can't remember. There's a distinction between it being in written or physical or like verbal form, right? One is slander, one is libel. I think libel is written, isn't it? The printed word. I think that's right. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Oh, we're in unbearable cold again. Hang on, I gotta eat my peppers. Gotta eat my yeppers peppers. Just casually dodge all the lasers like it ain't no thing. Power it up, Tulin.
Three down, two to go.
3 down, 2 to go. Ooh, hang on. What's in the box? Let's find out. Ooh, nice. A new weapon to replace the one that was almost broken earlier. Which one to use? I guess we'll use that one. I guess we'll use the weapon we just got. Whee! Again, dodging all the lasers without even like having to move. Pretty cool. Where are the other two locks here? There's one on the first floor and then one in the second floor basement. So one of them is over behind me. Right there. Give me a moment to take a look. Oh, yes, because this one doesn't have a handle on it. Whoa. I'm just gonna real quick open this door. So I have a bit of a sheltered location to exist in. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Oh, you got a flame emitter on that bad boy. How about you put that down? You're gonna set somebody on fire. You're gonna put somebody's eyes out with that thing. Stop it. I am tempted to take it, but I think I will leave it on the ground. I like the other things I have more. Well, actually, you know. That is not Link's voice. I will riot. What did I say that wasn't in Link's voice that needs to be in Link's voice? I'm sorry. Hang on. I apologize. I have not properly given Link his fair dues in voice acting. During that combat encounter, right? I'm thinking that must have been what it was, right? Link wouldn't say, no, you're gonna put somebody's eye out. No, yeah. Sees a spear that shoots fire being pointed directly at him. Yeah. Here it goes. Only one more. Only one more to go.
We only have
Let's go. Nope, don't like that. Hey, you wanna do the funniest thing ever? and not shoot me with an ice arrow in the middle of the air? That'd be pretty hilarious. Like, wow, I would die laughing if that happened right now. Let's see, where do I want to go to get there? I think I actually remember how to get down there. Was it not down this gap right here we can get to where we need to be? Perfect. And Tulin, you're gonna help a lot here. No, no, no. Oh, nice, Tulin. Really bringing it home. Good deal, Tulin. Man, I'm gonna miss you. Tulin is great. Honestly, probably one of my favorite partners from the game. Not just like character-wise, but also very helpful in terms of abilities and being the only like ranged attacker out of the whole set of sages. Tulin's just all around great. He brings a nice, lively energy to things. Very appropriate as a Knight of the Wind. Or perhaps a Ranger would be more appropriate.
That's it, Link. We've unlocked them all. We should be able to open up the hatch on the main deck now.
Let's go do it. We've got everything. And I haven't run out of my cold resistant foods yet. But we do have the boss coming up. We do have the boss coming up, so that is a noteworthy consideration. Could I do this to get back to the top? Probably. Just go up through here, and then just go up through here. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Totally works. Alright, let's see the panels on that side. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, I said. Ooh, that arrow was a little too close for comfort. I don't think it was gonna hit me, but it's better not to chance it and find out. Let's just get into the boss here. It's boss time. Oh boy, here comes the Colgate. Get that blast of minty fresh air.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, here it comes. There he is. The Colgate of legend.
That thing must be what's causing the blizzard. We've got to take it down.
This is what happens when you brush your teeth too many times in a single day.
This wind is so strong. Don't get blown away, Link.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine. I'm just gonna try and find my angle to get in here. Ooh. Can I reach that? Oh, nice. 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 One more for the road. Ah. Probably would have hit if I hadn't gone out of bullet time.
Hey, that worked.
It did work. I'm about to run out of cold resistance, but it's gonna do a little funny thing with portals. It's gonna be thinking with portals. Oh boy, it's below me. Yeah, see, that's the one-shot protection right there, working its magic. If it weren't for one-shot protection, I would be dead right now. Oh, I already did. You don't have to tell me twice. Oh, it's coming back down this way. Okay. And that's the construct bow. We have another. Now he's getting farther away. There we go. I just need to aim. Oh, I love the music. It's good music. They made the music good. They made good music. There's one hit, and if I aim this right, there we go. I just gotta line up my shots right. So that's phase 1.
We have to stay clear of those tornadoes. Be careful.
No, stop yelling. Quit your yelling.
Link, don't get too close to the tornado.
I am trying to shoot this thing right now. Hold on. Trying to get close enough to actually land the shots here. We're close enough? Now we're close enough. And there. Oh, broke. We need another one. Pull out the strong construct bow, I suppose. Work for you. And we'll just immediately start hammering away on the other one. If I can get close enough to it. There we go. Can't even see the link on the screen anymore. I'm so close up.
Way to go, Link. I'll help too.
Oh, where you going, buddy? Where you going? Where do you think you're going, buddy? Oh, he's going in the portal. Okay. Oh yeah, give me the perfect opportunity to just... Hey there, pal. Let me just get a little closer to that weak spot. Oh boy. Cyclones. There we go. Nice and easy finish here. Get you out. And this is why I wanted a bunch of arrows. If I was a little more confident in my accuracy, I probably would have used more of my fusion materials to try and maybe cut through the ice shell a bit faster. You know, we've got room to do things non-optimally. I'm just glad that we managed to get the wind temple done before I ran out of heat resistant stuff. I'm glad I made as many cold resistant dishes, rather, to make it through this whole temple, and that I remember the temple well enough to be able to not need to use all of them. All right, it's time for Secret Stone Monologue 1 of 4. As soon as we grab our heart container. Gosh, this is some good frame rate here. Look at that. All right. It's talking time. I'm gonna take a bit of a drink here while they admire the secret stone.
Tulin, my brave fledgling.
I know that voice. It's you. You're the one who's been guiding us?
Yes, I am your ancestor from a time long ago. I proudly served Hyrule's first king. I was a Rito warrior and a sage with control of the wind. Where you fight, the winds follow. I would expect nothing less from my descendant. You make me proud.
Oh man, I just realized this is gonna be our final moments with Tulin.
Source of that intense blizzard.
Because we're not gonna see him for the rest of the playthrough now.
He thought he could stop you from obtaining the stone you just found.
Secret stone.
Secret stone.
Demon King?
Demon King?
Secret stone?
Secret stone?
Get ready to hear that 3 more times.
To learn all of a sudden, I know. But listen while I tell you what happened in the past. A tale of the imprisoning war. And the mission our people must accomplish. Years ago,
Oh boy.
when the kingdom
This is our first time seeing this
young,
for the playthrough. I don't know.
a great evil.
Should I skip the other 3, or should I let them play out?
He sought to wipe out anyone who opposed him.
Because the other 3 do generally play out the same way.
The first king of Hyrule requested my aid, as well as that of 5 other warriors, to help in the fight. Rauru entrusted us with amazing artifacts.
The secret stones.
Stones
Demon King.
that amplify
Secret stones?
invisible abilities. I carried one into battle as the Sage of Wind. It was thrilling to fight alongside my fellow sages. Yet we were still no match for the Demon King's overwhelming power.
They gave Matt Mercer too much power.
I was unable to slip past his defenses.
None can stand before him.
In the end, King Rauru realized that we would not be able to defeat the Demon King. To save our world, King Rauru sacrificed himself and sealed the Demon King away.
So that was the imprisoning war.
Indeed it was.
The rest of us survived that climactic battle, and I would soon receive a visitor with a request that would define the future of the Rito. It was another of the 6 sages, the Sage of Time.
The Demon King will return. The magic binding him will be undone. When that time comes, a noble swordsman named Link will oppose him. But Link will only succeed with the Rito's help. Summon the winds and support this hero.
It was clear what part the Rito would play.
It will be an honor to defeat the Demon King. I swear to you that when the Demon King returns, the Rito Sage of Wind will awaken once more.
The time has arrived.
And you can count on the full support of the
I did also remember one other thing. Once we do get to the, like, actual final battle kind of area,
And now you know
I think we do get assistance
I accepted on
from the sages in physical form. I think they actually show up, like, in person.
the Demon King will soon recover his full strength.
So I don't think I'll have to worry about that later on. We will get to see Tulin again. It just won't be until, like, the actual end of the game.
Honor the Sage of Time's request. Fight the Demon King with the swordsman Link.
So it's my mission to fight the Demon King with you? Link! This is so amazing! I can't believe my ancestors...
Tulin, I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
And it involves fighting alongside you to save the world.
You just give such a grand optimism to everything.
If we don't do anything, then the world is gonna be in big trouble. I can't let that happen. I'll do this. I'll happily take this secret stone.
Tulin the young go-getter. Ooh, I like that green.
I am the Sage of Wind. Look, check out what I can do now.
Check it out. It's my soul. I can separate it from my body.
Link, hold out your hand. I, Tulin, the Sage of Wind, swear to fight by your side until the end. Take this. It's proof that I'm with you.
And through the power of friendship, we get a little bit of glowy arm action. We get a little bit of decoration. And for the purpose of this playthrough, it is actually just going to be decoration. Hey there, little spirit. You're not supposed to be here.
Agreeing to call on my power anytime. All right?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, let's head back to the village and tell Dad.
Let's head back to the village, yep. Just, as soon as I get a chance to get into the pause menu, I will be turning that power off. But we'll get to that once it's done. I think we got one more cutscene here, back at the Rito village proper. And then we'll be back in full control and off to the next region. Dang, that snow is just gone. But hey, it's not super frosty out here anymore. Now it's actually like nice and green and lush and lively. And the most important thing is the Rito aren't going to be like fighting for their lives against the weather conditions anymore. They'll be able to live better lives. We did it. We solved the problem. All we had to do was ride some boats in the sky and get up to a bigger boat in the sky. Turn some propellers. Oh, Tulin gets his weapon of choice here. I mean, that bow does look really cool. I do like the design of the Rito bows. I think the feathered style really works well on a bow. Oh, look, it's the Vow of Tulin. Use it to summon or dismiss the Avatar of Tulin. Yeah, we're gonna be dismissing, because that's how it goes. That's how it's gonna be for this particular challenge. Challenge run. All right. Assistance disabled. We're still rocking very basic armor. I'm really gonna need to grab some more bows at some point. But we've taken care of the regional phenomena in this area. So our next stop is gonna be over here in the Elden region. Is my general idea. Let's see here. Well, there's a chest there and a Korok spot. I'm just gonna leave that marked for now. I don't know that what's in that chest is gonna be worth, but we're gonna find out. Might as well while we're here. Never know what we're gonna find. An opal. If nothing else, that'll at least be a little bit of extra cash in the pocket if we need it. I think since we're done in this region, unless we decide to come back for more of the shrines at some point, I think we'll actually be fine not having the... Gosh, I'm glad I dismissed the Tulin's avatar, because I just automatically went on muscle memory of being like, yes, I can use the glide. I can use the wind boost as I'm gliding. Muscle memory just kicked in so hard. But that's the kind of habit I'm trying to break, so that I'm really getting around under my own means, basically. We'll just head back over here. And I believe there's a side quest here to rebuild the bridge. So we just need to head to Lookout Landing, which is already on the way to where we're going regardless. Let me just check my map. So as long as we're heading by stables, we might as well tackle the different Zelda rumors along the way. That way we can get a little bit of extra cash in the pocket, but also potentially get ourselves some anti-slip armor. Depending on how many of those we can get finished. Oh. Hi. You're not supposed to be here. No, you're not supposed to be here. Now see, the whole point of the vow being turned off is that you're not supposed to be here. Thank you. I don't know why the game decided. Yes. You definitely wanted this thing still enabled, right? No, I don't. Here, let me get you to come back over here. I want to make sure that when I start getting into a full gallop that we're getting well clear of the Lizalfos here. Don't want to mess around with those guys right now. No reason to do so, really. Octorok, don't you dare. I love how that always throws out just the one little pot shot. Try and catch me. I mean, the Octorok tried to do it. Just barely missed. To be fair, I was definitely a moving target, so moving target can be hard to hit sometimes. Where are you going? Horse is going crazy, man. Just follow the path. That's all you have to do. Jeez. This is going all over the place. It's like I was trying to let them auto path and they were just going like all over the path. Figure now that we have the... What do you get for riding a pony made of butter? Excuse me? You say that like riding a pony made of butter is a bad thing. Like the pony's made out of... No, like the mane definitely looks like butter. You could even say I can't believe it's not butter. Let's help Addison. Let's help this guy out. I kind of rode by pretty quickly last time. Let's do this. Is this all I have to do? It doesn't look like it's gonna sit quite right. I'd appreciate if I could just maybe move this a little bit over. Maybe do like this. So we can stick it right on there. That'll probably work better. Just move it a little bit further that way. Let's see if that's enough. Yep, totally fine. Gotta love a simple solution. I'll get us a little bit of extra cash in the pocket. And some more food. And a sleepover ticket. I don't think I ever used a sleepover ticket in my entire time of playing this game. I don't think I've even rested at a stable in my entire time playing this game. I just never did it. Mark that in case we go there later. How close are we to the... We're actually pretty close to a dragon tier location. I might just go for it. I might just go for it over here. You're all set, huh? Let me go hit up the stable first. I think it gives you extra hearts. Honestly, considering the way that I'm playing, extra hearts might actually be a negligible benefit. I think the one-shot protection with a lower number of hearts might actually be generally better for the early game until I can get some actual decent armor with higher defense values. So if I put more hearts into play, then I have to work on, you know, like building, I have to cook better foods to restore more hearts in a single go, or have to make a lot of food to keep up with the healing. So it might honestly be better for me to just stick with a lower number of hearts to start with. Alright, what was the rumor here? Oh, right. White goat's gone missing. Follow the pinecone trail. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used the stables for their actual resting utility. I don't think I ever did like the special like horse god bed either. There's like a special there's like the special bed in addition to the standard bed. I don't think I ever used that either. Just keep following the trail. Nice thing about this rumor is I get a bunch of Hylian pine cones for free. These things are really useful. Toss them in a campfire to get an on-demand updraft. So this is where they ran off to. The sleeping noises that occur each time are worth sleeping at different locations. I'm gonna have to try that out sometime. Sounds like there's actually something to it beyond just the mechanical benefit. Grind the pine cones into a powder. I'm not supposed to use the pine cones whole? Jeez. This man was out here feeding his goats raw pine cones. Aye! Hey Pen, how's it going? Thank you. Oh goody, cosmetic fabric. Bow. And there he goes. I keep pressing the left stick to sprint. That's not how it works. Oh, my brain, my muscle memory is ruined. I want to go here and grab this dragon tier while we're in the general area of it. Can my horse hear me from here? Yes, they can. Wow, impressive. Oh, the way they like crested that hill was a little bit funky. Oh, oh. We ran into the hill. Hang on, we need to go that way. Hang on, we need to go that way. Let's backtrack over here a little bit. I do need to go around this way. Grab some fire fruit while we're here. Come on, Levy, let's go. Alright, it's right up there. On this plateau up here. Oh, look, another Korok that needs to reach their friend. Where is your friend at? If they're up this plateau, I may take the time to actually do it. Since we'll be heading up that way anyway. They are up there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll take you up there. We need to go up that way anyway. Might as well grab a couple of free Korok seeds along the way. All I gotta do is just try to find the best place to wibble wobble this guy. And then I need to ascend through real quick if I can. Please and thank you. And then use a recall on you to bring you up to me, and hopefully you're close enough that I can grab you. You are not close enough that I can grab you. Okay. That is a little unfortunate. Let me try... Hey, get back here. Let me try over here instead. I can push you up a little bit farther, thanks to the slope. And then just hit the recall on you. So I can get up here. Do that to kind of reset you. And I can pick you up and keep carrying you up. We'll get you over there one way or another. You'll roll down, but don't worry. I'll pick you right back up. Come here, buddy. It's just this easy. Just a series of Ultra Hand and Recall. Just work them up one foothold at a time. Oh, I bet they're having a grand old time with this. I don't know how it feels to experience the recall effect firsthand. Yeah, we'll just rub your backpack along this ledge here. And then we'll get up here. And I'll just grab you while you're here. Perfect. Alright, let me set you down for a second. Let me kind of size up the situation here. I think that should be close enough that I can grab them from up there. We'll find out. Let's bring them back so that they're in a nice, stable location for me to use a recall. All right. Can I reach you from here? Please say the answer is yes. Yes. Okay, cool. So it took a little longer for us to climb up here than it would have if we just ignored the Korok situation. But we get a couple more seeds for it. And we can take that stamp off the map right away. Don't even have to worry about it. Let's see if we can find where this dragon tier is. I don't think since this one was really far away when I marked it, I wasn't able to get a precise location on it. Oh, there's a giant boulder here, though. You know what I want to do is make myself a new hammer. Now we've got a sturdy boulder hammer. So that should last us quite a while once this regular boulder hammer breaks. I think there's a Korok over here. May as well grab this while we're here. Another pretty sizable boulder. Could make ourselves another boulder hammer. That way we've got a few hammers to work with for mining. Hello, friend. I will definitely take that Korok seed. Bonk. Alrighty, dragon tier. Was this our 5th one, I think? Make pretty decent progress on these. Have to see what other ones I can spot once we get to the Elden Region's Skyview Tower. So I imagine we'll be able to see a few of them from there. Adds tally to Korok abuse chart. I will say, they gave me a lot of grief in Breath of the Wild. Oops. Careful with that. In Breath of the Wild, they gave me a lot of grief, so this is a little bit of retribution.
Thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that
But also,
I might be one step closer to my era.
the things that like me dropping the boulder on them like that, you give them a little bonk on the noggin.
Is to think of it like
At least I don't go out of my way.
you ask the
Like 23 5-year-olds I teach every day are very similar to Koroks. Doesn't mean I bonk them with boulders.
back to that original moment in time.
Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, I'm not like other people who play this game who create entire Zonai contraptions specifically dedicated to just
But Zelda, there is more.
specifically making life awful for the Koroks.
You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But you also desperately want to help us out in this era.
So-
Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I will say, what little I do kind of do to mess with the Koroks, literally just dropping the boulder that I picked
Concern
up
is very sweet.
from on top of them, is probably the least of their concerns when it comes to what people have done with them.
Returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel.
I'm not gonna say that what I do is exactly kind to them,
Powers will help you protect
but it's
all
definitely like a minor deal in comparison to the worst of things
and
the other people have made
safe to put Link.
specifically to deal with, like the ones that you can actually pick up, the ones that like we escorted to the top of the cliff that have the big, giant backpacks.
Been originally appointed for my protection.
Oof, the contraptions I've seen.
Became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
Oh, a hero is he?
He is so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any.
Somebody say challenge, challenge, challenge run. Yeah.
He is very strong. And his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him.
Ah, the happier times. Before the Fire Nation attacked. And there we go. That's another dragon tier in the books. Let's see, that brings us up to 5 total. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure there's one up here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, just north of the Korok Forest. I know there's at least one in the Elden region that kinda looks like a Nintendo Switch. We'll probably be able to see that one from the Skyview Tower once we get there. But let's go to the New Seren Stable, since we'll be heading in that general direction anyway. Let me actually mark it with a pin so that we can see it a little easier on the mini map here. We'll just head on back down and hit the old dusty trail. Yeah, that dang dang Fire Nation really messing things up for people across all media. I'm trying to think. Is it possible for us? I think it is possible for us to encounter. It is possible to encounter Yiga clan members in disguise as regular travelers before we meet Master Koga again, right? Just do a little bit of this. Feed this through the center. I think that'll hopefully work. Let's find out. I guess it's too good at its job. It actually somehow managed to lift the sign out of the ground rather than just holding it in place. Don't know how it managed that. Just detach this piece and try it again. Let's try feeding in the post from the other side here. Maybe through here will be better if I can kind of finagle it into place a little bit. Come on, squeeze in there. Link, where are you right now? Let me try this. What if we do right here, give myself a little bit more room to navigate. Move this post out of the way. I need a little bit of room to put it off to the side, I think will work a little better. Hopefully this will work better. There we go. Much better. That'll solve it. Definitely worth the time because not only do we get money, but we also get a nice food item. So we end up not having to cook as much food ourselves to keep supplied on like healing items and such. Nice jump. Boy, they really just wanted to go for that jump there over, I guess, the wood planks on the ground. They just felt the urge to jump. They just had to jump. We should hire you to build the decks for our new house. Please don't. I feel like this is definitely the sign that maybe I'm not qualified to do so. Literally just sticking pieces of wood together with glue and being like, oh, I hope this holds together. Oops, we accidentally pulled the support pole directly out of the ground. Well, let's try that again. Something tells me that would not go well in the building process. I feel like maybe I shouldn't be riding through this valley. I feel like maybe there's something bad in this valley that I should not be down here for. Wizrobe's not as concerning as I was thinking. I think I'm thinking of a different area in Hyrule. Although the stable is north. I do want to actually go to the stable. I think there was a turn off here. I think I just missed it because I was keeping my eye on the Wizrobe over there. Oh, what is that mysterious green substance you're using? Don't worry about it. It's like glue, but better. Right, we're here at the stable. What is the rumor we're working with here?
Oh.
Let's see. Oh. Rumored beast. Okay. I remember this one. Okay. I know what that one's about. We can't really do that until later. Guess we can do the side quest while we're here.
Yeah.
What are you up to? You need to fix a wagon? I know how to fix the wagon. Building materials and we need a wild horse. So let's see. Wagon wheels, there should be some just like around here, yeah. This is the easy part. We just slap some wheels on it with Gorilla Glue. That's the easy part. But now we need to go get a horse. We'll have to see if there's any horses around. There's horses up there. Unless we can take this pin off of the map for now. Try to catch this butterfly while we're here too. We're gonna need one of these horses. Doesn't really matter which one. I don't like how they've kind of got each other covered in terms of sight lines. Yeah. That situation might change. Just gotta take this real slow. Slow and steady. Don't spot me, please. Alright. We got one. Ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Alright, slow down. Slow down. There's a horse. You're welcome. I just love the idea that Link is just coming along and just listening to the rumors of like, okay, there's some beast that Zelda was riding around or something down in the tropical regions of Hyrule. Walks like 5 feet further and just talks to this person. Is like, oh yeah, well, my wagon's missing some wheels and I need to get a horse. Gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna get this. Not even 2 minutes later, Link is just like, hey, I fixed your wagon and I got you a horse. Here you go.
Hi.
Yeah, you're teaching me about harnesses for pulling wagons. I may only use that once in the entire playthrough, and that depends on how far I get with the Great Fairy quests. I guess technically that would be what, like maybe 3 or 4 times I would use it for that, for all of the Great Fairy quests. But hey, 100 rupees, that's a lot. Oh, I forgot it was that much. Is she really trying to think up shipping names? Okay, I'll call this wagon Zonk. That's the one you settled on. You know what? More power to you. Zonk it is. Truly the most inspired name. Brings a tear to my eye. Zonk. Oh, man. Okay. I do want to get one more shrine so we can get another stamina upgrade while we're at Lookout Landing. So I think we'll go for this shrine over here, since it's relatively close by. Also, yeah, that horse was very much a salt and pepper type of horse. For sure. I can definitely see it. Real quick, just gonna take these apples and the toasty Hylian shroom. Okay. Get a tiny bit of healing item there. And we're off like the wind once again. No need to even concern ourselves with any of that. Hello, Korok. Hang on. Hey, horse, you want to come over here? Libby, you want to get out of the way of the tree? Want to get out of the way of the tree? Okay. I just want to search this chest, see what's in it. It's a traveler sword. Nah. I will search for the amber, though. That's pretty nice. I think the tree got stuck for a moment there. That's fine by me. Gives me a chance to turn around and get back on track. Right now we need to head basically just straight south. Oh yeah, where was that Skyview Tower, by the way? Oh yeah. We could go back there and get that as well, because I had forgotten last time that I could just open the doors. For some reason I thought the console was on the outside of the doors normally. Yeah, we can hit up the Skyview Tower. Oh, and I think we can, now that we've done the now that we've helped the Rito village out, I think we can set up the mini stable at Lookout Landing. Which would also be very nice. Then if we ever do find ourselves at Lookout Landing and not having our horse with us at the time, we would be able to have them retrieve our horse from there, I think. A spinning device. Oh boy. Hey, come here. Give me that. Stop it. Stop moving. Stop the car. I want to check out what's in the chest. 5 arrows. Okay. Gosh, this area reminds me of a place in Deltarune Chapter 2 where there are cars and I have to run across a road where there are cars. Is this a Deltarune Chapter 2 reference? Couldn't possibly be. Stick some wheels on this bad boy. Finish off the design. If I could line them up here. I mean, it'll be close enough. It's a little lopsided, but it should still go forward. Assuming I can actually get it to point forward. Let's see how this bad boy drives. Let's go. See, it's fine. It's working great. It works perfectly with no flaws whatsoever. Okay, can I use recall on this to just... Yep. I totally can just use recall. I mean, that works. Gosh, I love recall. Recall is so useful. Let me get this off of here. So that I can maybe do... There we go. I didn't have it lined up properly to actually remove it from the rail. This should work if I am thinking of this correctly. Yeah, that works. Nice and easy. And now we have 4 spirits. No, I almost called them spirit orbs. Lights of Blessing. We can get ourselves another stamina upgrade. We'll have 2 full stamina wheels at that point. So we should have enough stamina upgrades now, so that when we get to all of the Dragon Tiers locations and have access to the Master Sword, we should be able to pull out the Master Sword now. Or technically we will once we actually get the upgrade, which I'll do as soon as I get to Lookout Landing. Hold on a moment, I want to mark you on my map for possibly another time. I can't wait to look at my map at the end of the game and see just how many of those leaf stamps I have just scattered across the entire world for Koroks that I just never addressed. Give me a moment. I saw a shrine over there I want to mark. That one is not on my map. I do also think there may be some goodies up in this tree. Oh, there's a Korok. Hello, friend. Here, in a show of good faith, I will not hit you in the head with this boulder. You're welcome. I know I've done you such a huge favor today. Oh, Livy's getting lost in the forest. Come on, there you go. I do not want to go that way. There's scary monsters in there. Gotta go around this way. Around the backside here. A little bit safer. Let's see, I think my idea is to go, like, right here. Maybe I could do something from here. Can I chill here for a moment? No, I don't think there's really a whole lot that I can do from this specific place. I was kind of hoping maybe I could get up to that little platform that dude is standing on. That does not seem like it's gonna happen. I think I'll just do... I'll execute the strategy I did last time. It's just to go up here at the bridge. Yeah. Cut that ball trap down. See what it does. See what that does for you. Not like I can't just pick up the ball and move it away. Yeah, just open the door. Activate the console. And launch myself immediately out of danger. Don't worry, I totally have time to have all of this equipment hooked up to me. Not like there's an enemy standing right behind me or anything. Alright, let's make use of our scouting time here. Try to find any notable locations that we should visit nearby. Or even just in the future. Alright, that's a pretty good chunk of Hyrule Field. And a few more Sky Islands as well. Alright, immediately... Let's see what we've got going on here. I know that there's a shrine somewhere over here. Like in this general area of the Great Plateau. There's something around there. That's a place to go. Trying to think of where else there might be one. Hello. Sky Island, just casually sitting right there. Got a little glider launch point. That's interesting. Trying to look for any other shrines in the immediate vicinity. I think there's one kind of down here somewhere. It's like underneath the Great Plateau. Where's that stamp? And we have this one marked. We do, okay. Leave that alone then. Really trying to take a good look around. See, over there, that's the tropical region. Oof. That right there. That bridge is no good. There's something very, very bad guarding that bridge. That's a Gleeok guarded bridge, and I do not like dealing with the Gleeoks. Those things were not easy for me to deal with. I've already got that one marked too? Wow. We really marked like almost all of the Skyview Towers immediately. There's a shrine. There's a shrine. Here a shrine, there a shrine, everywhere a shrine, shrine. There's another geoglyph there. We'll mark that. Lied for a moment. Take stock of where we're at. Pretty sure there's a shrine somewhere in the Dueling Peaks over there. So we'll just put a general stamp over there as well. I don't really see much else here. I know that Hyrule Castle has a shrine. I think it's towards like the back over here. But it's also like way above the ground. So we're probably not going to be able to get to it for a while. I don't really see much else to mark. Honestly, I think this field is pretty well taken care of. I'm just gonna move myself over this way a little bit more. And then we'll head back to Lookout Landing. Alright, Livy is on the way. Let's take a quick pit stop at Lookout Landing to get that stamina upgrade so that we have a full 2 wheels of stamina to work with. I'm gonna mark Lookout Landing with a pin real quick so I can keep better track of it. Let's go over through here. I'll just kind of skirt in between these ruins here and avoid all that combat. Thank you very much. I'd rather not fight an entire camp full of enemies. Even with the army on the approach. No thanks. I don't want to go in the depths yet. I feel like that's still going to be a really bad idea. I want to try and get some better armor for myself before I go down there. Possibly some more other equipment too. Because depending on where we've entered the depths, we might not be able to get back out for a good while. Just because there's only a few different places to actually get out of the depths once you go in. So let's see here. I need to get the last of the roof planks correctly fitted. Well, I think I can solve that problem in like 5 seconds. There you go. They're fitted. Gotcha. My man was having trouble figuring out how to fit that. I'm sorry, Carson, you might not be qualified for this job either. Can't say he doesn't have passion, though. Alright, we got ourselves a nice little mini stable. And now that he's done with this project, the Rito's Bridge could also use some repair. So now we have that side quest continuing on. So the next time we're in the Rito Village area, we can continue that side quest potentially. Don't know if we'll ever head back there. Ah, yes, we get to expand more inventory. Weapons first. Weapons first, please. Expand the inventory, please. I need to be able to hold so many weapons. More weapons. More inventory space, please. Gotta put these Korok seeds to good use here. Alright, that's the last weapon stash upgrade we can get with what we have right now. Put the rest of what we have into bow stashes. upgrades. Since we haven't done any of those yet, they're still pretty cheap. And we're definitely using a good number of bows. I do like how the color of the maracas changes based on which inventory stash she's upgrading. Red for weapons, green for the bows, and then I think shields blue. Look at that, now we've got even more storage capacity for both our weapons and our bows. And that's it. I'm not spending any on shields. Because we're not going to really be using shields very much. What kind of armor are you selling here? You have the snow quill tunic. The Hylian hood might be a worthwhile pick. Just because that gives us a headpiece, which we don't have any right now. And that'll add just a flat 3 defense to our total armor. Which, considering that our armor right now is literally 3 total, for 70 rupees, we can get a headpiece that essentially doubles our current defense. I think that's a worthwhile venture. I think we can spare 70 rupees for it. Absolutely putting that on right away. So now we have 6 total defense. That'll help quite a bit. I think I'll hold off on getting the rest of the set. The main reason I wanted a headpiece specifically is because we didn't already have one. May as well take these weapons here since they're not getting used. And we have some inventory space for them now. Let's get our stamina upgrade. Thank you very much. Now we should have a full 2 wheels of stamina. Good stuff. It is indeed an important item. Oh, right, and now we have this too. So now we have this passageway open. Well, it's a good thing we got all these boulder hammers. We gotta bust through a couple of sets of rubble here to get to the demon statue. You can talk? I can hear your voice, yeah. Dealer in life and power. Alright. So I'll take one of my heart containers. Oh no. What will I do without that heart container? Give it back. Now here's the question. I think I'm probably gonna be relying on the one-shot protection. I think it's better for me to just have a lower heart container count right now. So I think just converting that heart container to a stamina upgrade, I think that's gonna be the play for me. Thank you very much. So we can sell essence for 100 rupees and then buy it back for 120. So essentially, if we wanted to swap part containers and stamina vessels around, that would cost us 20 rupees to swap it over. Now here's the conundrum. I do kind of want to go through this tunnel system, because if I remember correctly, and if I can remember the locations of the chests, the Hylian soldier set is in here, and it's got pretty good defense values just at base level. The only problem is that we have to mine through a bunch of rocks to get there. Excuse me. Let me move this rock out of the way. There was a rusty claymore that dropped, but I think it fell through the floor. So we just gotta kind of mine our way through here. Flowers definitely also help. I think I'll try to refrain from using my bomb flowers because we only have 14 of them right now. We'll just see how long these weapons hold out. But I do want to try and work through here. I mean, that's already one hammer gone. I kind of want to keep the other one. This is going to be a bit difficult. I wish that claymore hadn't fallen through the floor. It would be really handy to have that right now. Just as an extra mining tool. I suppose I can use this soldier's blade that we got. It's not going to last very long, but it can at least get us a little bit further. There's a rusty claymore. So this is one thing that I really like, having the spear type weapons use as a mining tool, because they're very precise. I can really pick and choose where I want to mine. That makes it easier to kind of conserve my durability while still making progress through the caves here. Now this hammer lasted a lot longer than I thought it would, given the circumstances. Oh good, a like. It's a friend. Where is the next area to go from here? Is it... Oh, it's above him. Well, that's problematic. Alright, we have the rusty claymore. Let me fuse this with a rock. And I think I will probably go back up real quick. Can I ascend through this part specifically? Just get back up to this ledge. Yeah, okay. I would like to try and glide from here to the other side without having to deal with a like in between. Don't worry about it, buddy. Don't even worry about it. You just stay down there. Don't even worry about me being up here. I'll just work on clubbing my way through here. It is giving me a couple of bomb flowers, so we might be able to use some of those as we go. That broke already. I was trying to think how many of these I actually want to use. So I don't want to run out of... I don't want to use my only mining tool. Let's use a bomb flower. What's through there? Hey, nice. Got another claymore. Hey, buddy, how's it going? See, what if I don't want to deal with that whole thing that you are? What if I don't want to do that? I think one of the royal soldier pieces is in here. Oh, he's climbing up. He's coming to get me. Oh, they're coming. All the pebblets are gonna get me. This guy lost interest. What are they doing? What is this dude doing? What you doing up there, buddy? I need to dig down through here. See a rock salt there. We can use that for something. Oh, he's getting angry. He's taking a couple of swings at me. I think I'm gonna equip a proper weapon and get through here. Oh, hey buddy, how's it going? Don't punch me. I'm just gonna grab some weapons. No big deal. Don't worry about me. I'm just gonna stick some rocks onto these weapons and it'll be fine. Let's see. Oh, there's a chest in here. I see it. Can I get it out of there without having to do anything? Yes, okay. I have to break the rocks to get it. Cool. Soldier's Claymore. I mean... I don't know. I guess I could drop the Traveler's Claymore. You know what? I'll just leave it here for now. One of these mining weapons is bound to break really, really soon anyway. There's another chest over behind the light though. Grab that. Ugh. What's inside this one? There's the Soldier's Greaves. Look at that, 4 defense. I'm putting those on right now. Now we're up to 8 total defense. That is why I'm exploring through here. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Make sure I don't get punched by a rock here. Can I do this? No. That would have been really funny if I could take the chest and fuse it to a weapon. It was not meant to be. Give me that Traveler's Spear as soon as we find another rock here. That's not a rock. That's a pebblet. And he wants to punch me. Oh, these are super durable rocks, aren't they? Oh no. I think these blue ones are particularly durable, right? If I remember correctly. We might hit a bit of a wall here. Quite literally. Yeah, I think these are a little bit sturdier. But we could try to break through some of it. Oh, I heard that pebblet coming. I had a feeling he was gonna be on his way. buddy, just don't worry about it. Just go ahead and don't worry about it. Just try to keep mining through. He's coming. He's coming back. You know what? Here. I forgot I can pick them up. And throw them. I forgot I could just do that. I forgot I could just pick them up and throw them. Oh, that's great. Gosh, that makes dealing with them so much easier. We'll just keep gently making our way through here. Carefully mining through. All my Minecraft training is coming through. Oh, hey, nice. Give me the Traveler's Spear. We'll attach this rock to the end of it. And now we can mine so precisely. It's wonderful. Give me a moment. And nope. Stop it. Stop it. Can you like not do that? No, I'm punting your head into the water. Get out of here. Your arm belongs to me now. It's my arm now. There is something over there. I don't remember if that's anything of major value, though. I wish I could just grab the skull off the ground right now and just drop it in the water. That would be pretty nice. I do have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's an idea. First of all, get out of here. Little pebblet pal. I need this chest. I'm taking you with me. We're gonna go on a little adventure, this chest and I. Let's see if you can do any damage here. You just crawl through. Experiment time. Need to. Hey, that works. Perfect. Get out of here. Something tells me that's not going to work quite as well on the big boy. That definitely is not the way to dodge. Can you do like a sideways swing? Can you do like a sideways swing? That'd be pretty cool. Ah, fine. I'll just hit you a couple times. Get out of here. Okay. Well, I've got a bunch of weapons now. And not enough rocks to fuse to them. So we'll leave those there for now. Let's use this rusty broadsword first. Let's grab these materials they dropped in the water too. That's our first moblin materials. Let's see what's over that way through... Well, oh, actually, Grab this bomb flower while we're here, because I could use each and every single one of these that I come across. Thank you very much. I see a fairy over there. That would... Oh, well, it would be nice to have some fairies. But I don't know if we're going to be able to sneak up on them properly to actually kind of have them actually join us here. Try. It would be nice to have these guys as a emergency backup. That third one is way far up off the ground, though. I don't know if they'll come down far enough for me to actually grab them. I would love to have a third fairy, but I don't know how committed I am to that idea. Let's add a rock to this. Hi. There was a lizard underneath that rock, it seems. And now that lizard belongs to me. Yeah, that fairy is not going to make this easy. Unless it flies a little bit lower. Nice. Okay, we did get him. That works just fine for me. Let's grab a couple of these glowing cave fish while we're here. Might as well, since they're right here and in the area. Nice. And then we'll keep mining through these tunnels. There's still 2 more pieces of the soldier armor to grab. I'll have to see if I can remember where the other 2 are. Because these tunnels do stretch for quite some distance. So there's the rock hammer broken. We'll pick up another weapon here. Make use of the Traveler's Claymore rock hammer. I wanna equip the other weapon. Can I do that, please? Thank you. I want to fuse this rock to it. We just keep on mining. Slow and steady. That's enough space for us to get through. We will get these mineral deposits. Hang on. Bats have arrived. I know there's another one in here. Where's the one? Here's the one I was using. Just grab all this stuff that dropped to the bottom here. Keep on wandering down. Hello, other bat. Make short work of you. That's an electric keys. I do not want to attack you with melee. That would be a terrible idea. I do not want to get electrocuted. Thank you very much. I don't remember if what's through there is worth it. So we'll just keep continuing on the main path. Pretty sure whatever's through that through that area blocked off by more sturdy rocks is not soldier armor. We are not digging through this entire pile of boulders. One, because that's a lot of durability we'd have to use to get through all of it. But also, because there's a Stalnox under this pile. And I would rather not fight them. In the interest of saving durability, I would like to get some luminous stones, perhaps. Mainly for something that we'll have access to later on, relating to that one stable rumor that deals with the tropical region of Hyrule. There is a very good use for luminous stones. But I don't think I'll need it so badly that it's worth stocking up on a ton of them right now. Because it's something that we kind of have to come back to a specific area and check on it every once in a while. And that is something that gets a lot harder to do when you can't fast travel. Can't really just go back to places on command. Which really mitigates the utility of something like that. Is that anything? I feel like this might be something relating to a potential piece of armor. I can't recall. Bomb flower? That always makes me question, like, if it doesn't react the first time. This stuff is just so sturdy. Like, the first time I encountered that, I shot a bomb arrow at it and it didn't react at all. So I was just like, huh, I guess I can't break that. Turns out I just wasn't persistent enough. And I almost second-guessed myself again here. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. How about we just wish I wish this ice wasn't quite as slippery as it is. There's a lot of ice in this room. I can't even begin to build effectively with all of this in the way. So what I need to do is, oh boy, can't build. There's too much ice in this room. Sir, you've created too many materials for me to build with. I can only do so much. I can't say what is going on. This room is a nightmare. I can't see anything that's happening. I'm just trying to build a ramp. Can't build the ramp because there's too much stuff in the way. You know what? I can climb the wall. I'm just gonna climb the wall. Climbing the wall to get up to this chest is gonna be easier than trying to deal with any of this nonsense. I'm just gonna climb up. What do we got in here? Knight's broadsword. I guess it's better than this rock hammer. Once I put a rock on it, that'll be fine. Is there anything else hiding around here? Oh boy. Link, can you get off the wall, please? Thank you. Please don't make this any more complicated than it needs to be. I'm not sure if there's anything else in that area. I think I'm gonna find out. Jeez, it just keeps shooting more of this ice. Set him on fire! Oh! It's ragdolling everything. I can't get to him. Hang on. I can't get to him. All the ice that's in this room makes it near impossible to actually do anything because as soon as he flops down, he moves like all of the ice in the room. I just gotta wait for him. Oh, that's not where I want to be. Hang on. Hit him with the fire again. Oh, it's ragdolling again. I'm just trying to get some damage on him. I want to see what's behind where he's at. But I can't get into the room while he's there because he's just going to immediately destroy me. It's already kind of destroying me anyway. Ah, watch out for those little ice blasts. There we go. He also drops his own treasure chest, which may or may not have anything good in it. Soldier shield. That is better than what I've got right now. Yeah, I think we'll use the Zonite shield right now. It's my weakest shield in terms of defense. I usually tend to do that first. There's the soldier's helm. I'm glad that I've got rid of that like. Would have missed out on that otherwise. I guess that kind of somewhat renders the Hylian hood irrelevant. I am kind of glad I had it for being down here though, since we have taken a bit of damage being down here. We have some smaller food items we can eat for this. That's 2 of the 3 pieces. And I believe the 3rd one is going to be further up ahead this way, so let's keep on working through. I figure once we have the full set, we can turn back and just rest at Lookout Landing. Have that kind of be where we stop off our 2nd episode here. Just mining away. I don't know what to mine, I'll mine this anyway. I mean, what else is there to do? I just gotta keep on swinging. Break through to the other side eventually. See, normally what I would be doing is using like Yunobo to just take on all of these rocks one by one. But gosh, that would take a lot of that would take a lot of time because I have to wait for the cooldown each time. I don't know if it would take more or less time if I utilized the Yunobo strats in here rather than just mining through with these throwaway rock weapons. Let's see. I think I will shoot a fire fruit through there so I can get accuracy that I need to actually burn this. You never know when these hardy truffle are going to come in handy. I don't recall if the 3rd piece of the soldier set is down here or not. I'm gonna keep digging this way. Because there's a lot of those little ceiling dweller goblins down there. I do not relish the idea of having to tangle with them. See, I figured that one would break pretty quick. Just gotta keep on digging. On to the spear next. The only thing that's a little tricky with the spear is it has no vertical reach whatsoever. I can only hit something if it's directly in front of me. Can't sneak through there, can I now? Gotta dig through a little bit more. Like, I can't hit this. This rock that's right above me. It's just barely too high for me to reach normally. I believe we have some weapons or something we left behind over here. Do I really want to do that, though? I don't want to go all the way back just to pick up a waster weapon. Let's just use a hit or two of this to get through. If I could, that'd be great. And not hit this rock for the life of me. There we go. Bunch of bomb flowers, though. Now let's see if the final soldier piece of the soldier's armor is down here. Hardy truffle, hang on, hang on. Alright. Gotta dig down. I think that's enough space for me to squeak through. Oh, we are in Hyrule Castle now, I think. Or pretty close to it. We got some... We got some friends here that I need to figure out how I want to deal with. Do we have, like, a spare rock or something over here? No. No spare rocks or anything I can just kind of drop on their heads. So I'll just have to take them out the old-fashioned way then. Unless I can make some use of this stone. It's a stone, Luigi. Yeah, I'll just take them out. Okay. Just take them out with regular weapon attacks. Still gotta get this guy, though. One of them's behind this gate. Let's move this boulder out of the way. Oh, actually, boulder. That would make for a great addition to this claymore. So we have a nice, sturdy mining weapon. Need to drop down here and grab this bomb flower. A couple of bomb flowers. Yeah, right up here. Just pop up here. Hello, sir. You get got. We are done. Please be the last piece. Nice, we got the full soldier set. Awesome. And that gives us some nice early game armor. 12 defense. So it's good for straight up combat when we don't need any sort of elemental resistance or special effects or anything like that. This soldier armor is going to be really nice to have just for pure raw defense. And that is as far as I wanted to go here, because going any further, we are just going to basically end up straight inside of the Hyrule Castle. Or at least the part of it that's still attached to the ground and is not currently floating in the sky above Hyrule. So that is all I wanted to do down here. That was the main goal of going down here, was just getting that armor. Since I'm here and have a waster weapon or two, just use some rocks onto them so we have some more mining tools, I guess. I could mine these luminous stones. But again, I don't think it's really going to be worth it in my mind. Whatever benefit we get from them is going to be something that we'd have to either be sticking really close to a certain area for a long time so that we can kind of check in on the results, or we'd have to be making a lot of back and forth trips for significant distances across Hyrule to get back to the location where the luminous stones are really useful. So for the sake of this particular run and its unique limitations, I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot of use out of them. But luminous stones definitely do have a pretty useful purpose, besides just being an upgrade material for an armor set, I think. Hey, we're back. It's a demon statue. Hey, we get some red rupee. Thank you. I mean, that works for me. We're back up to 400 rupees. We're still doing pretty good on finances. All things considered. Not too bad. How many apples do I have right now? That's a good number of apples. I think I'll whip up a couple of... Oh. What do you want? A fruit and mushroom mix. You're out of apples. Here, have an apple. I mean, I have 42 of them. You can have it, dude. Nice. We get a nice little fruit and mushroom mix. Perfect. Another side quest in the books, and we get a little food item out of it. Let's see, since we have 4 hearts right now, I know 5 fruits altogether creates a 5 heart healing item. Let's try... Yeah, this is all we need. We just need 4 apples. I'll just make a few of these so that we have some healing options. And that's part of why I want to stay kind of conservative with the amount of heart containers I have early on. Because using 4 apples to make something that completely heals us, no matter what level of health we're at, versus having to make dishes that require more food materials to actually, I guess ingredients would be a better word for it. Food materials. It's a very video gamey way of putting it. But it just costs fewer ingredients for us to maintain full health. Which I think is particularly valuable early on when we don't have as many supplies. Plus, stamina just really helps us get around. It's thundering. Can we not have thunder and lightning right upon waking up? I don't like this day. I'm going back to bed. I really just was like, nah. Hey, that's much better weather. We'll just climb on out of here real quick. Let's see. You had a side quest, I think. Oh, we get another. Oh, we have a pony point reward. That should be fine for now. A very Soylent Green way of talking about it. Yeah, true. So, with all of that being taken care of, I figure for next time, our next stop should be... let's see. We could go further north and grab a Skyview tower that's like up here somewhere, I think. I do kind of want to head more directly toward the Elden region, at least to start with. So that blue pin and then the red pin immediately after it. I think that'll set us on the right course for where we want to go next time. So we'll drop a save here, and I think we will call that a session there. We got ourselves a proper full set of armor now. So we've got a very royal setup now. We got the soldier's armor, and we've got the royal horse setup. So we're definitely a lot better equipped, quite literally, to tackle the next 3 regions. I'm still not sure when I want to go into the depths, because I know if we go down there, we might be down there for quite a while. I'm thinking I probably want to tackle at least 2 temples total, so deal with 1 more temple. Then I think after that we check out the depths. At least a little bit. We'll start following the depths quest line, because I think I need that to get the camera. We don't have the camera ability right now. I think we need to do Robbie's depths related quest to be able to get that. I know we need that camera for a few different side quests. So we'll probably wrap back around to checking out the depth once we've dealt with 1 more temple. And I figure we probably will tackle the Goron's Fire Temple as our next stop. We're probably going to need a good amount of rupees for that, because we're going to need to buy some Goron armor if we're gonna survive there. Because I don't think just straight up heat resistance will fully protect us, especially once we get into like the volcanic regions, I think we straight up need the Goron armor that makes us flame resistant. So we might need to think about getting some more cash on the way through as well. Might sell some of those different gemstones we found, the topaz and the ruby and such. How many of those do we have, by the way? How many of those are we working with? We've got a lot of rubies, relatively speaking. We've only gotten a few different ores, which makes sense. We haven't been in very many caves as of yet. And maybe something we do next time is check out maybe a couple of these wells. Try and visit some nearby caves, maybe get some more mining done. Try and get some more ore before we head up to here. We could also switch course and go to the Zora region instead, over in Lanayru. I really am not a huge fan of the Water Temple, though. Just me personally. I think it's the least interesting of the 4 temples. But at least we wouldn't have to worry about dealing with heat and volcanic conditions. I don't think Lanayru has any specific weather conditions that make it a real pain to deal with. Like dealing with the Rito village, we had to deal with cold. That's something that we can handle with food. I don't think we can fully negate the Goron region's temperature and environmental related difficulties with food items alone. Like trying to make a heat resistant dish I don't think is going to be quite enough for everything. So maybe we go up here, grab the Skyview Tower for the Elden region, and then we pivot over and head toward the Zora domain. That'll give us more time to save up some money for the Goron armor as well. Yeah, I think that'll probably be a good plan. Probably a wiser decision than trying to push through a partially volcanic region. So I think that's what we'll do next time. So Zora domain. That'll be our goal for next time. We might even stop at. Gosh, I think we might actually stop by the Kakariko Village. Gosh, I couldn't think of the name of it for a moment there. We might stop at Kakariko Village on the way through, just to see what kind of price they've got on stealth armor. That might be helpful to have, but it also would be more, rupee expenditure that I'm not sure we could afford. So, at the very least, we could pick up some more shrines and Koroks over there. So, we could still get something from being over in that area, even if it's not a whole lot specifically useful directly to our journey. More so just little side grades here and there. It never hurts to grab a little bit more supply. In any case, that will be it for me for tonight. Thank you all so much for being here and hanging out. Hopefully, I won't be feeling as bad as I did yesterday when it comes to doing the next stream. Don't know why that happened. Doesn't happen very often that I wake up feeling just like super dizzy. But getting some more sleep seemed to have reset me, so I'm glad I was able to stream tonight at least. But we'll head toward the Zoro domain on the next stream. So until then, take care, everyone.